What would you do?
I've always wanted to kick a duck up the arse.
Right, no, I'm going to interview Steve. You know, because I used to be a chat show host. Well, I am a chat show host.
Well,
Did you see me at Ricky Gervais?
no. I worked on it and I didn't watch it. No one watched
True,
it.
that's terrible.
No one watched
What
it.
do you think, Carl?
I loved it.
See?
Are you thinking of Parkinson?
And I didn't know Ricky then, so I'm being fair.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to interview Steve Merchant now.
Okay.
Live on air, XFM 104.9. We should say that more often.
Yes.
'Cause
Ricky
people-
Gervais.
Because they might tune, I think they've got a hospital radio by mistake. Yeah, Ricky Gervais. Yeah. Okay, Steve Merchant. Great to be here.
Thanks
Hi.
very much.
Now, you're a very tall man, if
Yes.
I might say. You're 6'7", aren't you?
Yes.
Was that a bit of a problem at school?
Well, yeah, a few jokes here and there.
Yeah,
A bit
okay.
of gentle ribbing, but not nothing too problematic.
What's the weather like up there?
Well, exactly.
Skinny, all that sort of. Oh, you're lanky.
Yeah,
Oh dear. And
that,
what about the glasses?
Well, I wear glasses, but again, that wasn't really a problem, you know.
They didn't call you Four Eyes,
No,
or
not
anything.
really.
They didn't call you Four Eyes, Freaky Lank thing. They didn't call you Freak Pot, Freaky the Freakish.
All right, I'm
Gimp,
not sure I'm
Four-Eyed
enjoying this,
Git.
Rick. Stop,
What?
I'm not
Well,
sure
I'm just saying they didn't do that.
As an interview, I'm not sure that's the best approach.
Okay, and then you
I'm
left
honest.
school. You left school.
Yeah.
You went to university. There, were you called Freaky,
No, I wasn't.
Freak-Eyed,
I've never been
Four-Eyed
called
Git?
Freaky, Four-Eyed
thing?
Git.
Are you sure?
Never been called it.
Were you called Freaky, Lanky, Four-Eyed, Stupid Hair, Boggle-Eyed, Freak Face, Fish Face?
Is your chat show coming back?
With me, Steve Merchant and Karl Pilkington. Well, Karl, you failed miserably. The scientists stuck away. Right, one more chance. What's happened in the last couple of weeks? Just one more chance to... What have you seen in the last couple of weeks?
Well, like I say, I don't really watch the news and that, so
Right.
I can't tell them about that. But in a way, I think they're better off not knowing. I think that's the only good thing about being out there, isn't it? Not knowing about the bad stuff going on.
Yeah.
So I can't help them there.
They don't need to look at the weather, do they?
No, don't enough. No. But tell you about the Pope and that.
Yeah, it's pretty extensive.
What about the EU Constitution and the no votes? What do you make of that? What are your views?
What's the problem there?
Oh, this isn't. This
No, but it's
isn't,
better- it's
this
better
isn't
not knowing.
broadcasting,
It's
though,
better
is
not
it? This is
knowing.
nothing. Come up with something.
Well, the
Talk.
fat baby then, the fat baby that they found, that was on the telly.
Right. Well, what was that?
It's just a little fat baby. That,
Oh,
I don't know what, it's just a little fat kid and that.
what? Tell what?
It was on the telly, it was on the telly and
But
that.
what was on the telly? You just said fat baby, fat baby, fat baby, fat baby on telly, fat baby on telly. You're meant to be telling them what's happened in the world. Tell me about the fat baby on telly.
It's just they've found some, there's this illness called Momo, right? And, they've just got this woman had a kid. It's really sad, it was on Channel 4 and that, right? And, kid's born.
You sure it wasn't Jimmy Carr?
Kid's born and that, right?
Momo?
It's called Momo,
Isn't that
yeah.
that Black Music Award?
No, right, little fat baby and that, and there's only 3 of them in the world. These little fat babies,
Right.
and
So
one of them.
they're in danger.
How fat? Are you not telling what do you mean? How fat are they?
6 stone. It was only 2. And there's 3 of them in the world, and there was this one, and there was one in Brazil.
Are they like
No.
endangered? Is that the problem? Because there's only 3 of them in the world.
I don't
I'm
know.
worried. Is it like a conservation campaign?
Hunted for their flesh.
No, it's sad. If you, I know it's easy to
You shouldn't
joke and
laugh,
that,
but
but if
you
you'd
could make
seen
an
it, you'd
interesting
go, oh, it's a bit sad and that.
Well, I haven't seen it, and I know nothing about it.
Well, I've told you, there's 3 of them in the world.
Okay, what else was on telly?
But while I was at my parents' house, they often, you know, they keep clippings of things. You know, if we've been mentioned in the papers, they like to keep a record of them and stuff because I like to show it to my grandparents, you know, and keep fully abreast of things. And managed to find a couple of them. This was what I don't know if you've heard this, Carl. It's, for people who don't realise, Carl was making a couple of little 3-minute TV projects recently that were on Channel 4, and in the Sunday Times, someone's written a letter about Carl to the Sunday Times.
Wow.
They can send in comments and views on things they've seen, read, heard.
Oh, excellent.
And this is what someone wrote to the Sunday Times.
Oh.
Who is Karl Pilkington? And why have I just wasted 5 minutes of my life listening to some of his cretinous thoughts on Channel 4? He asked, why are there so many dinosaurs on display in museums? Quotes, couldn't they just choose the best one and just show that? He summed it all up by deciding that we know too much. Somebody clearly doesn't know enough to know that this is a complete waste of airtime, showing no wit, intellect or creativity. That's from Wendy Robinson in Berkshire.
You can't have your critics. You know what I mean?
You've got to have your critics.
Of course you have. If everybody liked what you did, then you're not doing the right thing.
She wasted 5 minutes, and they were 3-minute wonders, so it must have felt
Yeah.
2/3 as long again.
But think how angry she must have been to have bothered writing this letter to the Sunday Times.
Well, that's good.
I mean,
though.
you
It's made her
really
do
must
something.
have-
It's all about getting people thinking. That's what I always say to you. As long as I'm getting people thinking about what I've said, she remembered what I said.
But what views did you put out in these short films which you feel people perhaps should be talking about, discussing, digesting, thinking about?
Just stuff that was in my head that day when I was filming them.
Yeah.
Is it in your head now?
Some of it is. Now you've remembered me what I said.
Now you what?
Now you've sort of told me what I said in that one. Yeah, I remember saying that.
Yeah.
And I stick by it.
Remembering some other stuff.
Yeah.
I'll tell you now, right? This, if I don't know if Wendy's, listen to this, but
Almost certainly not.
But listen, right? I was saying about the museums, right, and how they're big and everything, and they've
Brilliant.
got dinosaurs all over the shop. I read that in that museum, they've got something like 7 million bits of stuff in there. Right now, when I spend 2 hours in somewhere, just show me the good stuff. Don't be saying we've got 7 million bits, because there was a fella who opened it. Right, I did a bit of research on the museum. Fella who opened the museum up.
And what was his name?
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
Doesn't matter, does it?
What museum was it?
It was the London one.
Oh, the London one, yeah. Okay.
So he's in there and he's collecting all this, bits of stuff.
What stuff?
Just whatever's knocking about at that
Oh,
time.
right, okay.
It seemed like
You
he
have
never,
researched it.
he never chucked anything away. He's like, I won't put it in the bin, pop it on a shelf.
Okay,
right? So
yeah.
he's put everything on a shelf
Oh,
in this
right, yeah.
museum. Then as time
I
went
think you're
on,
going into too much detail, but just give us the gist of it.
No, but all I'm saying is, he keeps everything, and if you keep everything, sometimes it'll be good stuff, right? And a lot of the stuff was going missing, the good stuff. But people who set these museums up are just as crafty.
What?
The fella who found Tutankhamun, he was pocketing all sorts of fingers and stuff in his pockets on the way out. That had rings on them and stuff. So all I'm saying is, why is she having a go?
But
She's
hang on,
learned
wait,
something.
what's that got to do with someone pocketing? I don't understand your point.
Because she's sort of moaning at me, going, "Don't have a go at the museum and the dinosaurs." But
No,
everybody,
she was
she's
just
having
saying
a
that
go
you're
at
an
your
idiot.
fatuous
You're-
point.
Yeah, you're absolutely uneducated,
But, I mean,
stupid point that
I-
you got TV time to talk absolute shit, if I could
that's not
paraphrase
my fault,
Wendy.
Is it? That's not my fault. If someone says they want me to do a little programme and you can do what I want, I went and did what I did. Free speech, innit?
But we just gave you the chance then to defend yourself, and you just confirmed Wendy's point 1,000 times over. What was all this waffle about people nicking stuff? What's that got to do with anything?
Because she's having a go at me. I didn't nick
But she's
anything.
having a go at you for talking nonsense that's of no consequence, which is what you just did
Don't
then.
talk nonsense.
But what was your point?
Well, all right, then we'll watch Wendy's little programme when that goes out. Let's see what she's got to talk about. Sick of her. You see what I'm saying, though? The way the world... We've changed more than the world has. We can't handle anything now, can we? Look at it, like I say, a bit of snow, a bit of cold, everything comes to a standstill.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't go out, it's dangerous, you'll slip over, people having time off work.
Yeah. What would you do, right? If you run a business, right, your business could go under, right? It snows a bit. You've got 10 employees. You're paying them well, and they go, I can't come in today, Carl. It's a bit icy. I'll do it, okay? Right, they're snowed in, right? You're running the business. What are you running?
It's a let's not.
Don't-
I'm not
don't
going to
you-
big myself up. It's just it's a
don't you run it-
factory.
but
It's
doesn't it make
U-bends.
bells that knock? Doesn't it?
U-bends.
Yeah.
U-bends for
Toilet. So
yeah.
you run a... Okay, right, okay.
plumbing
So,
type.
plumbing, you pay them all right, don't you?
I'd say most of them are on above average.
So you're there. What time do you get in?
About 9:15.
9:15, waiting for them to come in at 9, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, right, it's snowing. It's a bit snowy. You got there. It took you a bit while. You'd set off early, did you? Or?
Gave myself a bit more time because I had to put the heating on in the car.
Okay, ring, 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 ring.
Hello, KP Plumbing.
Oh, is that Miss Pilkington?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, who's that?
Oh, it's Sheila. Listen.
Sheila, shouldn't you be here by now?
Yeah, no. I was going to set off.
Well, we'll set off now. Stop wasting time. We've got a big order on.
No, I know.
We're all on a bonus here if we get this done. I'll see you in 10 minutes, shall I?
I can't make it.
What?
I can't make it.
Why not?
The car won't start and it's slippy on the drive. I just can't get out.
Get the transport. I'll see you in. I'll give you 20 minutes, all right? Don't worry about it. Thanks for calling.
I can't,
I'll see you in a bit.
I'm also scared of the ice. I'm scared of the ice. I'm not gonna come in today. It's dangerous.
So what are you going to do?
Well, I'm gonna wait until the ice and snow goes away, and then I'm gonna come in.
But they're predicting it's going to be about 2 weeks before they clear all this.
I can't really travel in this. It's a bit dangerous.
Well, I'll tell you what. You stay at home. I'll replace you because I need someone to come in.
What, are you firing me because I can't get into work with this?
Well, I got into work, Sheila.
Yeah, I know, but you don't live with me, do you? If you did live with me, then you'd probably see how...
It was bad where I was as well.
Yeah,
I'm here.
Do you know how bad it is here? When you come round and have a look how bad it is here,
no,
you drive
I'm
my...
not coming
Tell you what,
round
you come round and drive my fucking car because I'm snowed in, you fucking calling me a cunt. And I'll tell you, if you fire me, I'll take you to a tribunal, you bald-headed wanker.
Right, you're fired anyway for that.
You're in fucking trouble then.
Right then, see ya. Right, and then she's done with. She's weak anyway.
Ring, ring.
KP Plumbing.
Hiya, is that, Miss Pilkington?
Yeah, it is, yeah.
Hi, it's Bob here.
Bob.
Yeah, bit of trouble. In my area, it's absolutely snowed. It's possible. No one's getting out. I live near Sheila.
Bob,
by the way.
listen. Yeah, well, Sheila's just been on. She's saying she can't get in either.
She can't. I've just seen her out there trying to dig her car out, and she's hurt her back. She's really tried hard to get to work, but she can't do it because she's not very rich and her car doesn't work. She hasn't got the right tyres, and there's no public transport. They've cancelled those. Wrong snow on this country. I'm not going to make it in today, son. So I'll see you tomorrow, right, boy?
Well, no, you're saying you'll see me tomorrow.
Yeah.
But you'll probably call up tomorrow with the same thing.
Well, only if it's snowing still.
Now, listen,
it might not.
well, I can't run a business like this, Bob.
Yeah, it's not my fault, is it really?
So go round to Sheila's and like slag me off if you want. But I'll tell you what, you're not coming back here. Fuck off. One chance. Give them one chance.
Well, you didn't even give them one chance.
No, because they've done it before.
Oh, fucking hell.
Just annoys me.
Feeder, come back around. XFM, 104.9. Ricky Gervais, Steve Merchant, Karl Pilkington. I asked Karl in the week, right, what animal would he never trust? Even if he got to know it and it was a pet and everything, what animal would he never trust? What was it?
Was this a wasp?
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you trust a wasp, Karl?
I just think that
they're shifty.
All other animals, if you get them at an early age, you can sort of make them like you.
You can train them.
A wasp,
Nothing.
never.
Is there anything do you think there's anything you could do that would kind of win the favour and win the trust of a wasp? What would you have to do you think?
What if you had it from a little grub?
Yeah.
And you fed it, he had its favourite marmalade.
It doesn't affect it though, does it? A bee dies, doesn't it, if it does it, so it's not gonna, like, use it willy-nilly.
That's easy for you to say.
But a wasp,
do you think they sting arbitrarily? They just sting for the fun of it? They're like sort of like delinquent insects?
I think so, because last night, right, I mean, this is part of educating Ricky in a way, but something I learnt last night was that tarantulas only bite you if you annoy it.
Right.
They don't, do you know how people say, oh, if you're in a sleeping bag living in a jungle, a spider will get in there and it'll bite you?
Yeah,
apparently not, you've got to really annoy it. The thing that it really hates is having its leg sort of twisted.
It hates having its leg twisted. Right.
Yeah, but that's more for...
Is that what they said in a documentary?
No,
actually said,
almost certainly not, Steve. Almost certainly not.
Were you watching a documentary?
No, I was reading it.
Oh, you're reading it.
And, it was this guy...
Was it scrawled on the wall in like a public toilet?
No, I'll tell you. I'll tell you more about that later.
Oh,
it's
right,
part of the, thing.
So if you don't trust the evil wasp, what animal do you trust? What's your favourite?
Well, I also, I said to him, right, supposing your mind, right, got put into any animal, right, and you've got to get from where you are now, right, to Glasgow, right, as an animal, right, but the authorities will be looking out for it.
Okay.
And it's shooting you, right, and, you went through loads, didn't you?
I was thinking about it it must have took me about an hour.
So your mind has been put into an animal.
And yeah, so it's you and this animal thinking you've got to get to somewhere.
But the authorities know you're in the animal?
Yeah, maybe your body is in Glasgow or something, and you've got to get this animal to get to you so it can transfer its mind back into your body.
But the government knows that I'm...
Oh, we've all had that conversation.
So the government's going, Carl can't have his own brain back.
I only have it with Carl, don't I, these conversations? Go on, yeah.
So you're on the way.
So think about it. You think about it just for a second. So let's recap. Your body's in Scotland.
Right.
He's the only one that takes my question seriously.
Your brain is in London, right? And there's like loads of security and stuff looking out in the sky for animals, or looking on the field, seeing what's looking a bit suspicious. Trying to get to your body,
and they're shooting
the brain, and they're shooting everything and killing all the animals. What thing would you pick to get your brain to Scotland that wouldn't get caught? And I reckon I've got the answer.
A wasp?
No, because think about it, a lot of people get irritated if it sort of wanted to get a lift in a car going down the motorway. If someone's driving there's a wasp in the car, it's a nightmare.
Yeah, sure.
Cause a right accident.
Yeah.
So think of something that people wouldn't, you know.
And the clock's ticking as well.
You're taking this really very seriously, aren't you, Carl?
You've only got a couple
You've given this a lot of thought, haven't you? You have.
Yeah.
So, something with speed.
Yeah, it's
something
got
that can travel quite speedily.
Well, that's... Yeah.
Well,
and something that's also inconspicuous.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is that the sort of thing that's what you're going to
Yeah.
And is it a creature that's native to this country?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, it is.
I've got no idea, Carl. What are you thinking?
Tell him.
A flea.
A flea?
Tell him why.
Think about it. Right, this flea, it's got my brain. It's dead small, the flea.
Thanks for clearing that up.
Yeah.
And so it goes, right, I've got to get to Scotland. So it jumps on someone who's going to Euston Station.
Right.
They don't know it's there.
No.
The government can't see it.
Can't see it, Steve! Think of that statement! Think of you just tuned in.
Yeah.
Now,
People get on the train, goes to Glasgow or Edinburgh, wherever in Scotland it is. It jumps off, it goes right, jumps on someone else who's going the way it needs to go, gets there, still no one's seen it, jumps on me, I get my brain back.
Yeah.
The government are like, phew.
And you feel confident that your brain would fit in that of a flea's?
Well, you said there was no problem with the size of it. You said you could.
there certainly wouldn't be.
So,
No.
I pretty much you could download everything you know into a flea.
So that's genius.
Yeah.
That's,
what would
good
you rather
thinking.
have, right? Roller skate feet, and there's little wheels, right? Chopstick hands. Yeah? Instead of hands, chopsticks instead of hands, wheels instead of feet,
yeah.
right? Or acne.
How big are the wheels?
Can I take you guys back to the old school? Do you mind if we take it back to the old school?
Well, yeah, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna lay on me?
No, I just maybe a bit of a De La Soul. Is that a problem? Is it a problem going back to the old school?
No,
'Cause
no,
we don't need to go if you don't
as
want
long as it's vinyl shit.
It is indeed. Slam it on.
I never went. There we go.
Missy Elliott on XFM 104.9, Ricky Gervais with me, Steve and Carl. Carl, why have you got a headache? You got a headache?
Just a bit stressful because the moves on this week.
Are you moving house?
Oh, by the way, the XFM listeners came round to my house and bought the futon and table.
Did they?
Were they happy with it?
Quite normal. They were well happy.
Yeah.
Couldn't believe the luck with it.
What do you mean quite normal? What do you mean quite normal?
Well, I was a bit scared, innit, getting people round.
I imagine they were scared.
Well,
And were they excited to see you? Could they? I mean, they were, could you tell that they were pretty pleased to see you?
no, I don't think so. I mean,
You're Karl Pilkington.
yeah, but the fellas sort of, I mean, they brought the whole family round, which was a bit odd.
Well, it's not often they get the chance to visit a living freak.
Anyway, no, they were nice. They were
And you're
nice.
moving now, yeah? He said he phoned me up today. You know, it was absolutely tipping it down. Right? He had to cycle in, right? Because he said, because of the move, he doesn't want to leave his bike round there. Right? And he said, and Suzanne, oh, I can't say this in case he's listening, can I?
He won't know. will he?
He said Suzanne's hired the oldest removal man in London.
You should hear him. And the thing is, right, we booked him because everyone else happened to be booked out, but this fella's free, right? So he called up this morning, I've never spoke to him, but he was on the phone, he sounded about 90.
Yeah.
Can't think that he's gonna have to do all the work.
And the thing is, right, it seems to be
All he
cheap.
wanted some Werther originals.
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
listen, it seemed to be cheap because it's £50 an hour. But how long is it going to take him?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
So-
genius.
When's the move on then? When's the
He's coming round. He came round today to bring some empty boxes, and he was struggling with them. So, it actually happens on Wednesday.
Oh, God.
Anyway, so,
Rich, I noticed that you were laughing and almost had a heart attack. Doesn't bode well for the boxing match, does it?
I cough at the moment, and I've had my Lemsip. Carl's theme tune there by Placebo. Special Needs on XFM 104.9.
Alright.
New Year's resolution, Carl?
I don't know. I don't do it. Really. Don't
So what
worry
about something like, I don't know, start smoking? Do you know, there must be something.
No, it's a waste of time, isn't it? Don't bother with that.
Right?
You
Any-
see?
Me, no, I've never really made any New Year's resolutions. I just be good to people. Just treat everyone as you want to be treated yourself. Give to charity. Hate crime, racism, famine, sexism.
I know you're going to keep to all those, except the gift to charity. Me and Carl find that a little bit hard to believe.
Never gonna happen. Well, you've always got to break at least one of your New Year's resolutions.
Exactly. Yeah, well, I think I'll be nicer to Carl. What about learn more? I was thinking that. I want to
I'm
learn
always
more.
teaching you stuff.
I've got. I watched. I'll tell you what. Christmas telly was dreadful this year. I don't know if I've hit that age where I think, but I think consciously I thought this is worse than usual.
Yeah.
And I ended up watching Discovery Channel and History Channel again, and I watched 4 episodes in a row of this fantastic documentary, 1418 War, narrated by Dame Judi Dench. And it's brilliant. I just can't get enough of it. I hated history at school, and now I want to know everything.
Yeah.
And I think that's mine. Learn all the stuff about
Yeah,
stuff.
I like learning though. I
Yeah.
always say that to you. I'm always looking up stuff. When I was on holiday, even though it was sunny outside and they had big holes to look at if I wanted to, I stayed in and watched Discovery there and was watching stuff about scorpions and that.
Yeah. What did you learn?
Well, nothing, because it was all in Spanish. But I just watched it. What I found odd, right? What I found...
Scorpio, what's happening with it? It's only about the poison you get away.
What I don't understand is with scorpions, right? They have like this sort of weapons, don't they? They have the poison and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Which can kill a man.
Yeah.
But there was a couple of little animals and that were its sort of enemy,
Yeah.
and it stung them, and it didn't kill them. So what's the point?
Well, firstly, not all scorpions kill a man. Some of them,
This one
things,
did, they said.
Yeah, well, they range from like bee stings to so much venom it can take down a horse on things like spiders and snakes and scorpions. So it depends. But a scorpion that will kill a man would kill a rabbit. So I don't know what you're talking about.
No, there was a snake that it stuck its thing into, and some sort of beaver, and they were just like running about.
There's nothing funny about that, so why are we laughing?
Well, the snake wasn't running about, was it?
Well, it was slithering about a bit.
Yeah. What was the beaver doing when the snake?
It just sort of, I think it ate it in the end.
What? Ate what?
Ate the scorpion. Just wandered off.
Well, it wasn't a beaver.
there you go,
There's
you've
no
learnt that.
way it was a beaver.
All right, an otter. It was,
This is what you pieced together from a show in Spanish.
well, I'm just saying though, how come it can't kill something that small, yet there's someone on holiday that's no sort of danger to that scorpion. We're not going to harm it, right? And yet it can kill a man.
So you
Shut
say,
up,
but I
Carl.
don't believe it.
Shut up, mate. Seriously, this is gobbledygook.
Taught you something again though. That's what I'm
No,
saying.
what have
I'm
you
always-
taught us though? What is that? What is the fact that's come out of that? A scorpion can kill a man, but the beaver was dancing with a snake, then it
Well,
ate it.
you do that
That's
all
not
the
a
time,
fact.
though. You
That's
put
not a
everything
fact.
down. New Year's Eve I taught him something, right, about dead people.
No. You know, the things that taught me. I was saying you're talking shite. He says they found out your soul weighs an ounce.
Your soul.
Yeah. Your soul weighs an ounce.
Right, who found this out?
I read it.
Your arsehole weighs an ounce.
Yeah.
There's no such thing. A soul weighs an ounce. You're talking drivel.
All right.
Have you got any
right.
monkey news?
So what did they do? They weighed someone who was alive, and they will wait for you to die, then weigh you again.
There was someone
Now you've
who-
lost an ounce. Yeah, so it must be your soul shooting off to heaven.
It was someone who was really ill, and they said, we can't do anything for you here, but we've got a bit of an idea that we want to do. We've been wanting to do this. Stuck him on some scales. He said, right, you weigh 9 pounds and an ounce or whatever, because he was wasting away. He died, 9 pounds. Right?
Fine, well, that's proof if proof be needed.
Talking shite.
Monkey news, we might as well leave it.
Now, come on,
No, come on, tell Monkey News.
No, it's nothing that great, really.
Is it worth playing the jingle? quickly?
Go on then.
Oh, chimpanzee that monkey news!
Right, it's about a monkey.
2004, four.
It's about this woman monkey who was born in 1834. Right? Half monkey, half woman.
No, not true.
It happened, apparently it was
Impossible.
it was in the Daily Mail. Right?
Okay.
The Victorian ape woman was her name.
Yeah, I christen this thing Victorian ape woman. Well, we thought Sandra. No, I'm calling it Victorian ape woman.
She was about 4 foot.
No, didn't happen.
She had lovely thick black hair on her head and on the back of her legs and her arms.
Yeah.
Alright.
So stockings.
Let's have a look.
And she didn't need a bustle because of a huge ape-like arse sticking out the back of her dress.
She was good at reading and sewing.
Well, good, because they didn't have opposable thumbs, so,
she could speak 3 languages.
Yes.
She was
Human, monkey, and monkey-human.
20 offers of marriage. Does that annoy you, Steve?
Absolute twaddle.
Alright, well,
That more rubbish than your soul weighing an ounce.
Let's leave
A
it there.
Victorian monkey
Let's leave it there,
woman.
then.
See you next week with some more twaddle.
I was worried we wouldn't have the old magic in 2004, but we're still talking shit. Merry New Year.
Right, stay on very much
So the
like
one,
that.
the one that we didn't get round to on Educating
Yeah.
Ricky was, I'll be no buying one of them.
Go on.
Are you familiar with the saying white elephant?
Something is a white elephant. Yeah, I don't think so.
Hold on. You phoned me last night and said, what does white elephant mean? And I told you.
Yeah, I know, but I know where it came from, but I just was wondering what it was about.
So how, in what way is Educating Ricky you calling me up and asking me something?
Well, do you know how it came about?
You've given away some of the secrets of the show there, it would appear. I didn't realise he was phoning you for information.
Well, you just asked me what the term white elephant meant in sort of like colloquial...
Did he say, why are you interested, Carl? No reason.
No, go on.
Well, what it is, ages ago when...
So what do we understand white elephant to mean?
It's...
Well, some of that's useless, that's like a bit of a, you know, something that you wouldn't want around that's just stood there doing nothing.
Yeah.
I'm looking at you, Carl.
So years ago, when people used to use elephants...
Years ago, go on.
When people used to use elephants?
Yeah, more than they do now.
Right.
More than they do now!
This doesn't involve a midget, does it?
No. So you know, they'd use them in the workplace and stuff. To sort of-
Yeah, as factories.
sort of, yeah.
Yeah.
To move stuff
Teenagers.
around and that.
Yeah, security guards.
Yeah. Can't trust them with the buns, though. That's why they stopped using them.
Oh,
Right.
God, go on.
So there was loads of elephants knocking about, and the thing is,
You
right,
couldn't move them.
if you have a lot of something, you also have a lot of demic ones, don't you?
A lot of what?
You know, sort of demicky ones that aren't right, really.
Demicky.
Well, you know, like, they weren't properly. They weren't...
They weren't properly.
They weren't
Sorry,
demicky or
what, Carl? What are you doing?
Right, I'm getting to the story. So what I'm telling you is...
They were a bit demicky, so they weren't
Basically,
properly.
Have you started making words up?
Right.
Yeah, you Stanley Unwin.
Listen.
Reincarnated.
Demicky?
Yeah.
There was a lot of albino elephants knocking about.
Where? Where is this?
Olden
times.
Africa.
Yes! Should we say Africa?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If an answer's got a question mark at the end, I'm not
Well,
sure
it's
an
either
answer.
Africa or India, but I'll give you a clue. Well, these elephants, do they have big ears or little ears?
I didn't sort of notice the size of the elephants. What I noticed is they were white because they were albino elephants.
Okay.
Right? So that's why they're heading, I'll be no buying one of them.
Okay.
No, right.
So, what would happen is people who didn't know what they were doing, like, you know, you get people making a mistake buying cars that are full of problems and that. Back
Yeah.
then when people were buying elephants, they'd go up to someone, say, I'm after an elephant, and the fella would say, yeah, I've got one here for you, this is a nice one. And it was all white and stuff, and it had, like, blue eyes.
You should never trust a used elephant salesman.
This elephant that's white with blue eyes.
Right,
This is great.
So,
Yeah.
so a fellow who didn't know what he was doing would buy the elephant, and he'd get it back, and it'd be all sort of lazy and stuff,
Oh,
and
the
what we're
worst
doing
kind,
and stuff.
Mm.
And he'd say, what's up with this? And his mate, who's a bit of an expert with elephants, and go, oh, where have you bought that from? And he'd say, oh, I got it off that fella, and he goes, oh...
All this embellishing nonsense he does with the
you
story.
shouldn't have bought that. So he goes, why? And he says, it's only albino, isn't it? And he's like, what does that mean? And he said, oh, it gets tired. It's not that good at doing work and that. You shouldn't
It steals from you.
But elephants back then were like a god. You know what I mean?
Right.
You couldn't say, oh, I'm sick of this, then I'm going to abandon it or anything, because elephants were seen as like pretty high up on the chain of things. So they'd end up being stuck with an elephant. That's an albino.
Yeah.
Couldn't do much. Gets tired. Basically gets in the way. So they said that's where they're saying, like, you know, but a bit of a white elephant there.
What do you reckon, Rick?
I feel like I haven't been educated. I feel like I've lost something. So at that time in my life I can never get back. I feel like I've sort of been soiled, and I don't know where to start. I'm angry. Do you know what I mean? I'm angry.
Sure, yeah, I can see that.
And all that rubbish around. Look at his little face.
Well,
What was that? All that shit about a second-hand elephant salesman and his mate knew about elephants. What is it? What are they? They had blue eyes. What are you?
well,
Albinos have red eyes for a start.
oh, that's it. We've run out of time.
Oh, what? I mean, what are you going to do about this next week? Are you going to actually do some educating next week? And what about Rockbusters? Are you going to make the clues proper cryptic clues?
Well, that's the teaser, isn't it? That's what we'll leave them with.
Will it be any good next week? Tune in and find out on XFM 104.9. We had a meeting yesterday. We thought we better, you know, for the last few shows, plan it a little bit. And me and Steve came up with a great idea. We're going to offer Karl money to do stuff.
Yes. That's the quality of the ideas on this.
Yeah. And I brought some money in, little stuff, because we had him showering with our mate Johnny for £1,000 yesterday.
Yeah,
didn't
we just got into a discussion, and then one of us suggested that how much would it cost us to pay you, Karl, to have a shower with another man? And there's nothing going on.
No, there's nothing going on. You're just in a shower, normal shower. You're just washing each other, having no, not each other, just yourselves.
You're just
You're
washing
having
each
a
other.
chat.
Yeah,
right,
washing yourselves,
Yeah.
having a shower.
Yeah.
But it's a regular shower in a regular house. It's not a shower in a swimming pool.
And he went fine. He got £1,000 out of it. He wouldn't do 900. He got £1,000 out of it. But then we said, and we'll have to watch to make sure you do it.
Yeah.
And he went, no, that's
wouldn't do
weird. So, but why? What's the?
But this is what annoys me, though, right? The whole idea of, oh, what would you do, right? So I bet you missed out there. When we started this chat saying, oh, I wonder what you do for money, it did start off with, would you rub Dale Winton's neck? Would you give Dale Winton a massage for 20 quid?
No, but you have to say no. 500. We're trying to find out what your price is. What price, Karl, is the name of the show. So would you give Dale Winton he's got a knot. He's got a bit of a knot. He's stressed. He's been doing supermarket sweep, and he's furious. One of the contestants was answering back, calling him names, and he's got all knots in his neck. You just give him a little bit of 5 minutes.
A little neck massage.
How much would you do that for?
He's naked, and it's just a little neck massage.
There's nothing going on. It's like
See, there you
You're
go.
naked as well,
Naked.
but it's just the two of you naked giving him a little massage.
no, seriously. Would you give him? Okay. Would you give me a foot massage?
For how much?
Well, that's what's
tell
your
us how
price?
And what are the rules, though? Can I wear gloves?
No.
No, just Let's start off simple. Would you take off my shoes and socks?
I'd do it for, like, 50 quid.
You've got
Okay. No, 20 quid to take off one shoe and one sock, but like you mean it. You just take the shoe off. You go, and as you're putting down my sock, you pull the sock down slowly. You look me in the eyes and go, "What lovely ankles."
Seriously, how much? What price?
20 quid a foot.
20 quid a foot.
That's gotta be worth it.
So 20 quid, you will take off my, we'll put on some soft music, right?
No, I don't need it today. That's what I was saying to you yesterday.
You always
Do you
need
know what I
it.
mean? No, you
always
don't.
need it.
At the
Everyone needs
moment, I'm
cash.
quite happy.
Give it to a homeless person. Give it to a charity.
Well,
Donate
get
it
him
to
in
charity.
here.
Well, are you still going to shower with Johnny for £1,000?
Not now, because you said, and me and Steve are just going to stand in the corner and watch.
Well, we've got to make sure you do it. You might go in there and just like wet your hair and come out, pay Johnny 500 quid and go, yeah, we had a shower. How will we know?
Sorry, I'm quite interested about the shoe and sock.
I'm back to the shower. You just have to wash yourselves. Now we have to inspect that it's really clean because we want you to wash certain parts really.
Right, well, why have you both got to be in there then?
Well, no,
Why are you
because
both
one of
watching?
us. Can we just take? I mean, yeah. Or can Steve film it?
as evidence, just as evidence.
Or I'll tell you what, we'll leave the DV camera in there. We neither of us to be in there, then we can just watch the video.
Yeah.
Are you a couple
Well,
of
I shouldn't be.
benders? Are you a couple of benders?
No. No. But can we discuss further the taking of the shoe and the sock? Because I think there's £20 in. I'm willing to pay £20 to see that.
So a little surprise for you there. That's Coldplay here. They're live through there. Thanks. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Yeah, brilliant. Do you want to say a few words? Do you want to
Yeah, no, I'll have a quick word with Chris, lead singer Chris. Chris, good to have you here.
Hello.
And how's it going with Gwyneth Paltrow?
Brilliant, yes. She's a lovely lady.
Yeah, no, I thought so. Yeah, I saw her in Shakespeare in Love.
She's
I thought she was
good in that,
Yeah,
isn't she?
If you would pass that on to her, just
Yeah,
say I
well,
enjoyed
yeah.
that. It's going all right. You going to get married or?
Yeah,
what's
so
happening?
I marry either her or that Julia Roberts woman.
Yeah, either one is good.
Yeah.
I know you're on holiday at the moment in Hawaii. I read in the paper today.
No,
You're actually here.
I'm actually here.
Okay.
Got to go now, got to go.
All right, just a couple of quick.
See you later,
questions.
Chris.
Yes, see you, Ricky.
So that's the sort of guests.
That's the caliber
It's
of
got-
guests. We're just trying to up
Just
things.
like Jonathan Ross. We've got guests like Jonathan Ross. That's Coldplay, just popped in.
Just pop
So-
in. So if you're the Sony people listening, you might
Brilliant.
want
And we've still got Carl to take off my sock for 20 quid. Okay? Let's do it now. Let's just get it over with and do it now.
to. Come on, Carl. Let's get our cash out then, Rick. There's £10 right
No,
there.
no, you don't owe him, because he owes you 10, so I just have to pay him 10.
Okay.
Yeah. So, go on then, just take...
Not whilst Coldplay are here.
So they've had to shoot off.
Come on.
I don't want to do it. Let's
Why
leave
not?
it, 'cause
Tell me
we've
what-
been on now for half an hour.
Okay,
we
well,
haven't done
at
anything
the
yet.
end of this, why won't you do it? It's ridiculous. You won't have a shower, you won't take my shoes and socks off, you won't do anything. You won't give Dale wouldn't rub down. What will you do, for Christ's
I
sakes?
don't want to do it. It's like my mum and dad have heard about how well I'm doing in London.
Yeah.
Right? They've heard about, the Sony Awards and that. They're
Yeah.
talking to the mates. They're saying Carl's doing well for himself.
Yeah.
Let's have a listen to him on Sky.
Yeah.
They're tuning in. I'm taking off socks for money.
What's up with that?
That'll be the first time that anyone in your family has actually made, money without stealing, thieving,
It's
or
an
committing
honest-
some kind of
it's hon-
atrocity.
Let's just do it quick then, because
first honest
it's
money.
getting on my nerves. It's actually annoying me.
Excellent.
Excellent, alright, well,
Give me the money, Steve.
he's just taking a tenner off
Give
me.
you the tenner back.
Right, okay.
Okay,
Let's do it like
you've
that.
got to do it properly, you
Do
ain't
it
got
like
to
that,
say
do
it.
that.
You've
Just,
got to,
no,
you've
do it
got to do
slowly,
it
do it
properly.
slowly. Go on, do it slowly.
Right, just gently, I can't see what's happening.
Pretend I'm working on shop. There's nothing normal. Right, just feed
No,
back.
come on, just get it done.
What's
I
that?
hear whistling.
What's whistling? What's the whistling?
Sort that out. I can't believe.
Right.
Okay, now do it properly, gently.
Yeah.
It's a sweaty trainer, which just makes it all the more...
Right, it's
Just
right.
gently caress it.
There's someone watching in the office.
Caress it there, don't just gently ease
Just
the
gently
shot.
off, just gently off.
Just like working on a shoe shop. There's nothing weird about it.
Just gently ease that
I'm
off.
gonna burst! I'm gonna burst!
Alright, now it's just...
Right,
now,
just gently
come on,
stop.
gently do it. Don't
gently
just
the
rip it
sock
off.
down, yeah?
Slowly,
When-
tease it. Tease it.
I don't like this! I just wasted a tenner and that wasn't
Now,
enjoyable at all!
now wait a minute, you've got to say...
Say
you've got to
something nice
say...
about my ankle.
Say you've got lovely toes and I love your ankle.
You got nice toes and that.
Say it
I
properly.
don't like it anymore!
Do it, and you've got to say, you've got to say for the tenor, otherwise you're taking it back. You've got to say what lovely ankles you've got, but in a sweet, seductive voice.
Right.
Right, you got nice ankles.
That is not how you would seduce a
say
woman.
like
You would
that.
not seduce a woman like that, Carl.
Oh, I don't...
Suzanne.
I don't...
Imagine that.
I don't know. I don't feel good about it.
Leave it off, because I want to see if we can get him to massage your toes.
See, I don't know what's worse. I mean, I didn't like the feeling much. That wasn't very nice because it was all rough, and and he's a skinhead and he's playing on the feet. And then I thought, oh, I've degraded him, so I don't know what I feel worse about.
You can keep the tenner that you owe me if you massage his toes.
No, I'm not doing that. No.
Why
No, we paid him. He's done it. Yeah, the shoes are back on. We're something else next week. Something else next week.
Pushing the Senses by Feeder on XFM. Ricky Gervais, Steve Merchant, Karl Pilkington. Alright, how you doing, Karl?
Alright, yeah.
Another holiday?
Well, it wasn't holiday. Wasn't holiday.
Well, it was. You had 5 days off work. Why isn't it holiday? You had 5 days not working for a living. You know how many days holiday gets a year now? 29.
Oh, that's more than teachers, isn't
It
it?
makes me sick. It makes me sick.
Well, I know the kind of hours you work, Rick. It's mad. I mean, if you're not in work by midday, you're furious.
No, but I mean, I'm always...
29's normal for the normal working person.
Yeah, but, you know...
And anyway, it wasn't a proper holiday. I went to see my mum and dad. It's nice to see them and everything, but it's not holiday, is it?
Why?
It's not going away. It's not getting on a plane, is it? Going away.
Oh, is that definitely a holiday? What happened before 1950?
I don't know.
People used to go... Yeah, exactly. People used to go to Blackpool or Brighton. That was holiday.
Yeah, but I didn't
Where did you go?
Went to Wales.
There you go. Lovely holiday. Lovely holiday. Have a holiday in Wales. That's what they say, innit? Come to Wales and have a holiday. That's what they say, innit? So come to Wales and meet your parents. Come to Wales and have a lovely holiday.
Right. Well, anyway, it was good and that. It's always good to see him.
Yeah.
But
week off work.
do you know, like my mum likes gnomes and stuff.
Yeah.
Right.
Of course she does. She's lived with one for 30 years.
She said, you know, get your dad to take us to this park where they've got like, you know, 6-foot gnomes and stuff, right? Have a walk about.
Sounds like a nightmare.
Yeah.
Sounds like a living nightmare.
Keep an eye on Carl.
So anyway,
He stood still for 2 minutes. Someone bought him.
No. You can't buy them and that. It's like a little exhibition thing,
Yeah.
right? And it's part of a hall, right? This big hall that you have to pay to get in, but we didn't want to see the hall. I just wanted to see the gnomes.
Of course you did, yeah.
So anyway, my dad says, yeah, well, we can get in there for free.
Of course he did. Clever.
Right? So we parked up on this little country lane, right? No one about. We walked
How much
down
was it to go in? Like £2?
about £3 each.
Yeah.
But he said, well, yeah, but if you don't have to pay, do you know what I mean? You enjoy it even more, don't you, when you're walking about and you think, I've got this £3 in my pocket, no one's having it.
Yeah.
Right?
No, looking over sort of a bloke with a peak hat saying, can I see your ticket, please? I wouldn't enjoy it more, no. Go on.
Yeah, but you don't worry about it, do
You got a bit of money now then, Rick. You know, you've changed.
So anyway, so we had to walk across about 4 fields.
For £3!
Right? And what happened was, we're walking through all these fields and what have you, big grass and muddy bits and all that, 'cause it'd been raining, and climbing over fences and stuff. And we're in this field, right? And I look to my right, and there's about 30 cows all staring at us, right? And Suzanne started to panic a bit. She said, we shouldn't be here. And Dad says, of course we can. We're allowed to go wherever we want. You know, all this land, it's Ramblers' rights and all that stuff.
Yeah. And so you can take a cow if you want,
so,
unattended.
So
Serves him right for leaving him in the field unattended. I'm having one.
Yeah.
Keep us fed for a week.
across. Anyway, these cows start surrounding us.
Surrounding us.
And,
oh, brilliant.
Oh, no.
Face off.
and Suzanne's panicking, going, this isn't right. We're not going to make it to the fence in time. They're moving faster than us, and they started sort of running a bit.
Wow.
And
It's like
Dad
some
was
kind of bovine West Side Story.
don't
A gang of cows coming at you.
don't worry about it and stuff. But my dad had to sort of stand there and like wave a stick at him.
Of course.
And we got away, but Suzanne was like having a bit of a sweat
You
on,
got away.
saying, you know, we could have got killed.
Sure.
And my dad saying, no, it never happens. And I just wondered if it does, if there's a risk of...
Yeah, it is rare, but there's been a couple of cases of being trampled by cows. They're not aggressive, they sort of run through you. Well, they're aggressive if they've got a calf.
They did have kids.
What?
They had kids with them.
Kids, yeah. That's goats you're thinking of. Yeah.
Maybe they were trying to sneak into the gnome thing, and they were worried that, like, if too many people did it, like, they thought some cows, we can just sneak in
They
where
were
cows,
trying, yeah.
no one's expecting cows.
And the cows
but
were
some
going,
humans.
walk upright like a human. Don't walk upright.
They thought you'd blow their cover.
Yeah. Yeah, people have been killed by cows before.
Yeah, that was like the highlight, and then...
So when you arrived there, you were presumably covered in mud, looking like something that had just come from Glastonbury, staggering around this exhibition.
It wasn't that bad. It was just like a woods, and it had like a funny sort of funeral, like a graveyard thing.
Right.
With bodies sort of hanging out the ground and that, and we had
What?
these 6-foot gnomes.
Right.
And then we just set off again, walked back. But we didn't
Sure
have to
this
go
wasn't
to
a
the field.
dream?
No, it was good. But then I got back, right, Steve, and called up Ricky. I said, right, you know, are you about? Have a chat and that. So he said, oh, just come round. It's a nice day. Have a drink and what have you. So I got round there at about 6:30, right? Go up to his door, knock on his door, right? He stood there with his tackle out.
Oh. Yeah, and what did you make of that? What was wrong with that?
What do you mean, what's wrong with that?
Why were you looking at it? Why
was
were you
odd.
looking at it?
I tried not to look at it. But again, you're always sort of attracted to it, aren't you? Kind of like...
I've never been attracted to another man's tackle. I don't know what you mean.
You can't help but have a little sly look. Especially when it's there. When you ring the bell, and I mean the one on the door, right? And that's hanging out.
And does he dress to the left or the right?
It was to the left, right?
Yeah, it was left, yeah. Just popped it out of my shorts for him. Just popped him out of the shorts.
Should have seen the state of him. Shorts on, no top, cigar. Looked like someone out of The Sopranos. It was a mess.
Yeah.
And then,
we sat on the balcony drinking wine, didn't we?
Did you pop it back in, or was it
Yeah, I
straight?
popped it straight back in. I've got the laugh.
Sure.
I've got the laugh I
Yeah.
wanted.
Yeah.
He walked in, he went, it's not that hot. Straight away, it's not that hot. Oh, brilliant.
And,
was that knob news, or is there more?
no, it's got more knob news.
That's just a
coming.
taster.
Just a taste.
Listen, let's play some adverts, let's play some great music, and maybe we should have some early knob news.
Early knob news coming up.
Can't stop the spirits when they need you. This life is more than just a read-through.
Ooh, those chili peppers are quite hot. Can't stop. XFM 104.9. I'm Ricky Gervais. With me, Steve Merchant and Karl Pilkington.
Right.
Karl, you know what the time is? Bong. Monkey news.
Yeah. Right.
Imagine if Trevor McDonald started like this.
Yeah.
There's been a lot of stuff going on that with monkeys.
Oh, yeah?
I was mentioning earlier how we sort of making the feature grow a bit, right? So I'm thinking, I haven't told you, Steve, either. I've actually been asked to write a thing about monkeys.
A poem?
No, for a magazine called something Apes.
Right.
They want me to do like a column, 500 words
About monkeys?
anything I want on monkeys, anything.
What are you going to write?
Don't know. Think about it.
Well, give him a typewriter, come up with Shakespeare eventually.
Yeah.
But
You could write
anyway,
about that. Why didn't you write about that? The fact that you don't believe it. You don't believe that an infinite number of monkeys could type with computer Shakespeare.
Because you reckon most of them hadn't read Shakespeare, so they wouldn't know some of the spellings.
Exactly.
It wouldn't happen.
You idiot. Get on with it.
All right.
There's been a few things, but one that springs to mind is they found a load of monkeys somewhere. Right?
This is brilliant.
Yeah.
I mean, imagine this if this was news.
Yeah.
Go on. Where?
Somewhere.
I think it was in.
17th century?
It doesn't matter that bit. Right?
Okay.
Found a load of monkeys
Yeah.
that are having a good chat.
Go on.
They're having a good chat. All right.
What do
They
you
found
mean?
monkeys that can talk.
Yeah.
They've worked out. They've got about 534 different words that they're using to like have a chat about stuff.
More than you.
Yeah, what do they chat about then?
Just things that monkeys are worrying about. Just where do you get that from?
Who does your hair?
You going out with her again, are you?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Have you seen that?
Sorry, you can't just leave that.
No. I'm just intrigued. I'm just intrigued to know what else. Is there any?
No,
Were
I
they-
mean that.
Were they
was-
discussing the humanity? Did you see that program on Channel 5?
Yeah.
He can walk upright.
Yeah.
was good,
But
wasn't
I mean,
Did you
what
see
do
how well
do you
hung
mean
he
they
was?
taught them? They taught themselves this language.
Yeah.
Where? Where is this? In the wild? Is this? Is it? Not sign language.
It's
but
in some jungle somewhere. They found these monkeys. He heard some explorer was over there, cutting through the woods and that.
and he heard his name,
Heard
and he
some-
thought, "That's what he went. What do you want, Ronnie?" Well, it wasn't me. I didn't say. I didn't say. Oh, Snodgrass. Where'd you get that gun?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, it's only me and you here.
Yeah.
It's weird, isn't it?
No, it's not weird. It's not true.
Well,
right, come on then. What's
Well,
next?
Once again, but what I'm thinking. Well, I mean, that did happen.
So, well, Karl, over to you. This is the time where we play, well, the world famous quiz, isn't it?
Rockbusters, isn't it?
Yeah, which is Blockbusters but with music. See you later.
Cryptic clues and that. Do you want to say?
Not really,
Steve,
not
the-
really cryptic, but go
We've
on.
got a number of DVDs to give away, including some teachers' DVDs. We've got a bunch of CDs here, and also Ricky Gervais's live stand-up DVD,
Animal, brilliant,
which
cool.
is not good at all. I really would not encourage people to buy that. It is
Well-
weak observations, poorly performed. I would recommend The Office Series 2 on DVD.
Rubbish
That's
in
still
that. I'm
available.
awful in that. You can actually see me forgetting some of my lines.
That's true.
Go on.
Right then. So cryptic clues. just an example, might be new. I reckon people will be staying in today because it's raining and that, so might not have heard it before. So, like,
Or they have and they're not listening.
yeah. Well, whatever.
Oh, good. You gave up on that, did you?
Well, give us an example of the sort of thing.
Jeez.
All right, maybe don't.
Listen,
Don't say that long.
I'm a broadcaster.
Yeah, words are my tool.
Go on.
Alright, forget that.
Come on, Baldy.
Right, three clues then. Here's the first one. It's a band or an artist.
Yeah.
Right? I'm going to the northeast. What are you going there for?
Good point. Good question.
Right?
Yeah, if it had been why you're going to the northwest, that's a different matter. Go
I'm
on.
going to the northeast. What are you going there for? Right. S is the initial, so it's a band or an artist who starts with an S, and that's the clue. Right. Second one. Oh yeah, she's related to the man in the lamp. Right. That's G. Right. She's related to the man in the lamp. Right. And the third one is the Jamaican fella would love to live there, but it's a little bit pricey.
Oh God, I feel an accent coming
That's
on.
one way you're gonna have to think about it with the accent.
I imagine.
Initials there, DS for that one, right? So the Jamaican fella would love to live there, but you know, it's a bit dear and that, isn't it? A bit pricey. So,
So give us some again quickly.
right, the first one, I'm going to the northeast. What are you going there for? That's S. She's related to the man in the lamp, you know. That's G.
Changes a
and
bit.
the Jamaican fella would love to live there, but a little bit pricey. And
Okay.
that's DS, so email in or text and that.
Ricky.gervais@xfm.co.uk. What's
or
the
text 83XFM. Yeah, what's
With
that?
those
So-
prizes.
All right,
Brilliant.
play some ads.
Yeah. Well, no, you can't listen to radio in after every record. It's bad enough trying to keep me listening with the rubbish we come out with.
Well, we've got Rockbusters here. Let's get them back. Right,
Come on then.
it's,
Right, has anyone got all three?
No.
No, right, okay, so there's something, I'm gonna ban Rockbusters. Okay, go on then, what are the clues again? Tell me the answers.
Well, give us the ones that they did get.
All right. Well, they did get. She's related to the man in the lamp.
What's that?
That was G.
Gina.
That was
Genie.
Genesis. Right.
Genesis.
Like Genesis. So it's the sister of the genie. Genesis. Genesis. They got that one.
No. What's the band's name?
Genesis.
No, say
Genesis.
the band name. Genesis. Right, okay. Well, I don't get it, because Genie is nothing like that.
Well, they did, so don't
Right,
worry
okay.
about it. Stop worrying about the ads, stop worrying about that, alright? The third one was, the Jamaican fella would love to live there,
Go on,
but it's a little bit pricey,
go on.
right? That
What was the initial?
DS. Deer Streets.
What?
It's a dear street to live on.
Deer Streets, oh yeah, I haven't heard of them. They're a band.
That's Dire Straits.
No, it's not Dire Straits! It's not Dire Straits!
say-
Deer Streets!
The Jamaican fella.
Go
would
on
love to
then,
live
go on,
there.
make it sound like that.
Like Deer Streets. Deer Streets.
Do
Dire
it again, no,
Straits.
it's still not, keep going. I haven't got it yet, go on.
Deer Streets.
Deer Streets.
They got that one as well, so...
Alright, well, let's hear the one they did
Can I
get.
do an impression of a Jamaican fella saying Dire Straits?
Right.
Dire Straits.
The first
It's not the same!
The first one they struggle with was, I'm going to the northeast. What are you going there for?
Well, you know, when you say struggled with, no one got this.
No one got it.
Go
People
on then.
didn't even attempt it.
Okay, go on, the northeast,
I'm
what?
going to the northeast. What are you going there for? Seal.
Seal? What?
Hull's up in the northeast. Isn't it?
Hull is, yeah, Sea Hull, yeah.
Yeah, so...
I haven't
what are you
heard of
going
them
there
either.
for?
Is that-
Not a seal, right? So that works.
Who's Sea Hull?
Seal.
Oh, Seal. What's that got to do with the north, though?
Seal. That's the way I'd say it, innit?
Okay, that's the end of Rockbusters.
Unbelievable.
That's the end of Rockbusters.
I can't believe we even brought it back, Rick.
Right, I'm serious, that's the end of Rockbusters.
Can I be honest with you?
Go on.
I'd love to hear some adverts now instead of that.
Well, hang
So
on a
would
minute.
adverts are better than that.
I'm just saying Laura.
Doesn't matter.
Laura's the
Fine.
one with
Well
one,
done, Laura.
Right? She
Well
only
done,
got two,
Laura.
but we'll give her that.
Yeah, just play the
So,
ads. I'm actually looking forward to the ads.
Really looking forward to it. I hope there's a phone.